I've had the pleasure of spending some time in Switzerland, and beautiful country. There's beautiful nature, great people, bountiful Gruyere cheese. I have to say that it's fantastic. But it's a very progressive country in the sense of financing or the financial markets right now, and in cryptocurrency especially. And boy, do these policymakers and some of the politicians in various cantons, did they do it right when they started to say, hey, look, or think about the future and think about creating a regulatory framework around cryptocurrency and blockchain. So when they did that, they attracted all of these companies that want a bit of a peace of mind that they can go to a country and start building their infrastructure, spending a lot of money building infrastructure, knowing that the ground will be shifted under them. And then by doing that as well, by kind of creating a safe environment for these companies to build, you have these startups that are flourishing. And when that happens, you find that there are more really creative minds that get attracted to the country. You have business, legal, finance minds. You put them all together and you got this ecosystem of innovation and, as I would say, goodness. And so it only is fitting that CoinGeek would be in Zurich because it's almost a bit of a microcosm of that. I think a big part would be collaborating, finding that networking with other companies and seeing what's out there, to look at what's going on in the industry. And yes, you can do that online at this point, but to be able to hear it firsthand from the people that run these businesses, I think is a really big thing. For individuals, it's just a great way to connect. And I think it's also, from a personal perspective, when I go to these conferences, it challenges some of my thoughts, right, and my beliefs. And I know I'm not the technical guy, and I'm learning as I go. But to be around some of these technical minds and to be able to ask them, dumb questions, if you will, but they're willing to share their views and talk to you and really educate you, that there's a lot of value. And so for individuals, I think if you can go there and again, make those connections, but also learn as much as you can, that's where there's a lot of value for them. Well, I was looking through the agenda, and obviously there's a lot of areas that are very interesting for us. And then from Taal, on a commercial aspect, we're looking at some of the work around healthcare and data. So that I know there's a few panels on that, and healthcare and blockchain. And I think that area is ripe for change, and there's going to be some really interesting business model changes when you think about all the silos and what blockchain can do to kind of to counter that and create more efficiency. So I think that's a really interesting topic that I'm looking forward to watching or listening to. And then on a personal level, I'm very interested in, I think it was Transmira has a panel on AR and VR, and that's interesting to me because I think a lot of these concepts we start to see that are happening on blockchain, this innovation is going to be, if blockchain is that technology, if it actually solves that pain point, because not every pain point of business needs blockchain, but if it does, that's great. Blockchain handles it, but I think at the same time, you're going to see businesses that also use other technologies. And so where you see AI, big data, virtual reality, all of this fusing together with blockchain. And I think that's where Transmira on their blockchain / VR and AR topic or discussion, I think that's going to be a very interesting panel to be part of, or at least to watch.